What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing I don't know what you call it. I'm going to show you what I keep in my blind bag, because I've gotten a lot of questions about just kind of random stuff like that, like what kind of shells I shoot and what choke tube do I use. I'll get to those in a different video, but today we're going to be going through my blind bag and show you what's inside. I honestly don't know half the crap that's in there, because I usually just grab my shells and calls and hit the ducks. But let's go ahead, find my blind bag first and show you what's inside. So let's cut this chitter chatter and get right down to business. One more thing, actually. I made a Kansas fisherman Snapchat today, so go ahead and add me on Snapchat. My Snapchat is KS Fisherman, all one word, KS Fisherman. We've got my blind bag here. This is actually just like a tackle bag that my dad had. So I was like, Dad, you're not using this tackle bag, so I'm gonna take it, because I used it as a tackle box for a while. Like, it had Plano boxes in here, but I was like, hey, this would actually make a pretty good blind bag. So I took it and did that. We'll just grab stuff out here one at a time and see what's up. So first thing here are my duck calls. There's 4 of them on here, and I don't like having 4 calls on my lanyard. One's a goose call, 3 of them are duck calls, because I can't figure out which one I want to get off, because I don't know. That's beside the point. Next thing, bottle of water. I always keep a bottle of water in my blind bag, because it sucks to not have water when you're hunting. Just that simple. We need water. We can't live off a monster. Next thing is just your average game tote. So then I can carry dead ducks. There's actually another one in here. This one's Adam's. I've got your game tote, Adam. Next thing is just this little shell carrier thing that clips onto your waders. Came with my Cabellas waders that I got. So I usually just throw shells in there and keep it in my blind, in my layout blind, or if I'm hunting in like the marsh or something, I clip it right there. Next, shotgun shells. Pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of a necessity if you're going waterfowl hunting. These are goose loads, 3.5 inch double B Winchester Super X. We got my my ghetto rigged flashlight here, headlamp. It's held together with a safety pin. I don't know if you guys seen that video, but yeah, this plastic got really cold and it busted. So I was like, well, crap. I don't want to buy a new light, because this little strap connected to the plastic that broke. So I engineered myself a handy dandy safety pin, and it works. Next thing we got is a knife. Always pretty handy. Cheapo Walmart knife here. Nothing special. Just something to cut grass and like build blinds and stuff with. Never leave home without it. It makes things difficult if you don't have it. Same with your flashlight. Don't leave your flashlight home, because I did that once. And we got another game tote. I actually made this one out of paracord. I was bored, so I was like, hey, I'll make a game strap. So there's 3. I can hold a lot of ducks. Here we've got empty shell, bubblegum wrapper, couple, what is this, 2 3/4 4-shot, yep, and 3-inch 2-shot, and that's all that's in the main pouch. Now here in the side pouches, I don't really go into these that much, because I don't necessarily need this stuff. It's more like just in case I might need it in the off chance, I'll grab it so that I know where it is. So in this pocket I've got an extra choke tube, because earlier on in the season I forgot to put a choke in my gun when I went out, because my gun case was not long enough to hold my shotgun like and zip up with my Kicks High Flyer choke in it. So I was like, well, I'll just take the choke out and zip it up and throw the choke in every time I want to use the gun. And that bit me in the butt one time. I forgot to put the choke in, so now I've just got a choke in my bag. And another crusty knife. This thing is so dusty, oh my god. I don't think I used this once this season, and it's dull. Anybody else just keep random, like, really crappy knives in their bags? I do. And in the other side pouch over here, I don't even know if there's anything in this. No, there's just a giant hole, so that's cool. And in this front pouch, once again, a lot of just random crap that I don't really need. I need this though. This is my hunting license and my fishing license. So that's a quick tip for you. I have a tendency to sometimes forget my wallet places, and I can't afford to lose my hunting and fishing licenses and stuff because, you know, I use it all the time. So I found out if you put it in your blind bag, you'll never forget it. So there's a quick tip for you. Always have it. Makes life easy. Now this right here, extra carabiner. Pretty obvious reason why I'd have an extra one. Just in case your rig and right carabiner that you use for your decoys, you lose it, it breaks, something, you have an extra. Sunglasses that are safety glasses, so pretty cool. I can be looking fly when I'm out there duck hunting. I hate hunting with the sun in my eyes, but like I never wore sunglasses because I had a traumatic experience with sunglasses in high school. That's a story for another time. I've got safety pins in here. I don't know why I put safety pins in. I think at one time I like made a snow cover out of like a bed sheet for my layout blind, so I held it in there with safety pins. I'm pretty sure that's like the reason why I have these in here, but those don't need to be in there anymore. A little thing of paracord, because it's just handy to have, you know. You never really want to leave home without any kind of something to like tie with, because I don't know, you never know when you're going to need a little piece of rope. And I've used little pieces of rope all the time throughout the season, especially for like jerk rigs. I think I used this for a jerk rig one time because my string I made it out of was short. I just needed a little bit longer piece, and this paracord did just the trick. But you can use it for building blinds and doing whatever else you need to do. I've got more shotgun shells in here. What are these? These are Fiocchi. That's a 3-inch double B. These do not shoot out of my supernova, so that's why I probably have them in here. I was like, well, I can't shoot more than one of them because they jam up my gun. I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about, but like when you shoot, like if I shoot one of these shells like 75% of the time, I won't be able to pump my gun. So they're $10 a box at Shields, which I was like, sweet, but turns out it was too good to be true. And the last thing I got in here is face paint. I used to think that you needed face paint to duck hunt and be like duck commander, you know. No, you really don't need it. So for all you people who say you need face paint, you really don't. I hunted with face paint one time this season, 2 times this season. Once was in teal season because Justin was like, hey, let's do face paint. I'm like, all right, let's go all full on Braveheart over here. And then the next time was out at McPherson when I went out there with Luke and had some fun out there. I was like, yeah, might as well. Face paint, you don't need it. I think that's it. That's all the crap I got in here. I didn't realize I had this much stuff, but you know, I'm sure I missed some stuff. After I stopped hunting public land and switched over to some of the private properties that we hunt, it was like, well, I don't really need this when we're just driving up to the pond and dumping stuff. So I kind of lightened up my load, but you know, it's pretty basic. All you need in your blind bag is just your shells, your calls, a game tote, a knife, and flashlight and water. And your hunting license, but that's kind of like a given. You always need that. Everything else is just kind of window dressing. You don't really need it. Just kind of nice to have. But that's all I got for you on this blind bag situation. Tell me what you guys think I should add to my blind bag, if I'm missing anything. If you guys have anything that you put in your blind bag, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I read all your comments, and you guys are all near and dear to my heart. I want to say thank you to everybody who has hit the subscribe button for however long I've been doing this, and broke 16K the other day. It's just really cool. I want to just say thank you to everybody who has supported me throughout this whole journey of this wildly weird duck season that we had, and I'm hoping that we can have more. I've got a couple more videos coming out here, just kind of you know, between hunting season and before I can actually start catching fish, because right now it's like February and I'm like, I don't know, I've got other stuff to do. I can't catch fish in February for some reason. But come springtime, there's gonna be a lot of fishing videos this summer. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have a boat this summer. So it's just a lot of stuff's going on. It's gonna be really cool. And I just wanted to say thank you for your support. And you can follow me on my Twitter, which is KS_fisherman, and my Instagram is Kansas_fisherman. Also, go give MallyWackerOutfitters a follow. We're gonna be coming out with some new stuff real quick, and it will be super cool. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one.